Oi! Welcome to the FU. This is the top 10 for the week.
This top 10 is the top 10 underperforming Premier League players this season. So, at number 10, we have Jack Wilshere. It's a bit harsh because he's mostly been injured, but that's part of the disappointment, and he's done nothing while he's playing. And honestly, he's just here because I have completely forgot about him as a Premier League player, so clearly that is very underperforming. Number 9, another one that's a bit harsh, but he was Championship Player of the Season last season. Only 2 goals and 5 assists this season, and Ryan Sessegnon is only 18 years old. So he's been disappointing, but he's still young, so it can get better. Number 8, Stefan Lichtsteiner. He was supposed to be the experienced head at the Arsenal defense that they needed, but he's made plenty of rookie mistakes this season, and Arsenal have only kept 5 clean sheets. Number 7, another Arsenal player, Mesut Ozil. He's only played 17 of 29 Premier League games this season, with only 4 goals and 2 assists, so very poor this season. Number 6, Marcus Alonso. He's known as an attacking fullback, but hasn't scored or assisted since game week 11, and has had countless defensive errors. Number 5, Kepa Arrizabalaga, the most expensive goalkeeper in the world at £71.6 million. With that, a world-class goalkeeper is expected, but he has been below average. Number 4, Jean-Michel Seri. Wanted by the biggest clubs in Europe, including Barcelona and Chelsea, but joined Fulham. Seems to be a completely different player than the one he was at Nice, with only 1 goal and 3 assists in 27 appearances. Number 3, Naby Keita, £48 million, one of the best players in the Bundesliga for the 2 years that he was there, but he's been limited to only 20 appearances this season and has not scored and has only registered 1 assist. Then number 2, Fred, £52 million. He was wanted by Pep to replace Fernandinho, so that says a lot about the player that he was and could have been, but he's been reduced to only 12 league appearances so far. Number 1, Alexis Sanchez. He's paid £350,000 per week, which goes up to $500,000 when you include the bonuses. He only has 1 goal and 3 assists in 17 appearances this season, and he was once considered one of the best wingers in the world. So there we go. Let's start off number 10, Jack Wilshere. What do you guys think?
You know, when you said you forgot he was a Premier League player, that's exactly how I felt as well. I was like, yo, Jack Wilshere exists. So, it makes sense to include him on the list. I think he should be higher up even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, his injuries have continued, so that's like, it feels a bit harsh to put him in there when he hasn't played, but also that's disappointing and underperforming that his injuries have continued.
Yeah, it's true. He hasn't changed as a player, and he hasn't lived up to the hype. And at a smaller club than Arsenal, in which he's gonna get more game time, and they're gonna build a system around him.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the big player when he went there, but now that's Declan Rice.
You understand? So, underperforming. So
It's
it deserves to be on the list as well.
Yeah.
So
very disappointing.
very disappointing. Yeah.
Okay, then number 9, Ryan Sessegnon.
I feel like for me, maybe there was a lot of hype with the kid, because like he has still more potential, and he can go on forever. For example, 'cause he's still young and he already has like 5 assists and 2 goals.
Yeah. So he's still, you'd say that's decent, and he's still a good young player. If this was his first season in playing for Fulham, you'd be like, wow, that's great. But it's because of the season that he had before.
Yeah.
And then we're expecting him to do sort of that
Be
this
consistent,
season.
yeah.
Maybe that was our fault. Because he's still a young player. We put too much expectation.
Yeah,
on
that's
his
exactly
shoulders.
what I'm.
Yeah.
Saying.
But it's also that with the team, he's been in and out. When he played left wing the whole of last season in the championship, he's been left wing, left mid, left back, right wing. So he's been put everywhere by the manager. He's under the 3rd manager now, so it's
that
just
didn't help as well.
we really could put most Fulham players in this.
That's true. So
We expected them to be like, wow, look at what they've done. Maybe possibly top half.
yeah,
No, not even close.
Now with the new manager, with Scotty Parker, like, it seems like things are going to pick up for them. They look a better side.
Yeah, they did against Chelsea there.
Yeah.
So hopefully that means even if they do get relegated, they'll bounce straight back up with Parker if he's
Mhm.
done well enough.
Yeah, but let's not forget, under each manager, in the first two games they looked promising,
Yeah.
Yeah.
exciting,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, Fulham are not gonna be relegated,
But there
but
they are.
They are fighting for relegation.
Yep. Okay, then Stefan Lichtsteiner.
Ish, I have no kind word for him. You
That's
know,
true.
I have no kind word.
That's
for
true,
him.
man. I feel like the Premier League kind of like showed that, you know what, it's difficult out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because this guy is experienced. And when he came to the Premier League, he looks like a player who was in the Championship, for example, you know.
Yeah.
Or some Championship players even look better than him. You'd swear that they
Yeah.
have more experience than him, you know. So he underperformed. The games that he's played, it hasn't like impacted the game. And obviously, yes, he was not put into the squad, or he wasn't bought as like a number one
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
placement or whatever. But whenever he's played, he hasn't looked like, you know what, this was worth the investment.
Yeah.
You know.
He's looked bad. Because, you know, he's 35 coming into the Prem, so you'd be like, okay, he's just going to be experienced. He's going to make good tackles. He's not going to be bombing down the right-hand side like he used to. But he'll still have his wits about him. He'll still make... But no.
It has not
He's-
been that.
Yeah, and I'm sure Mustafi hasn't helped him, but they haven't helped each other
They
look
haven't helped
good.
each
Hey,
other, yeah.
the game against
But, yeah.
Liverpool, they were horrible. Them
Yeah.
two? Oh, they were terrible. No kind word for this guy.
Okay, so then Mesut Ozil, who is more of a Fortnite player this year than a Premier League player.
I don't know who's
I feel like,
is, yeah.
wait, hold on. Also, these flops, eh?
Mm-hmm.
They busy here playing video games. Fortnite, Dembele, Neymar. But in any case, it's not me.
You're not a
Okay.
flop.
Who me? I mean, I'm not a flop. I'm living up to my hype. Look at me. I'm on YouTube. Man.
Living the dream,
Living
boy.
the dream, boy. Okay, yeah, Mesut Ozil, bro. I don't understand what's wrong with this guy, James. Like, this guy has no gray area. It's either black or white. Really good or really bad. There's no like he's
Yeah,
having an average game, you know.
Mhm.
When he's really good, but like you enjoy watching him. But when he's really bad, you don't want him in your team at all. Understand?
Yeah.
And I feel like he hasn't helped the team much, you know, because maybe with the new manager, it was gonna be like, yo, also, can you help me rebuild the squad or back me up on my side? You know, like, let's we were trying to build something here, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he did not fall in plans with that, you know. So I don't know, man. For a guy who's earning that much and a guy who has lived up to what he's earned, and I flop, disappointment, you know. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah. It's very disappointing to see such an exciting player
Yeah,
in what's supposed to be the prime of his career.
yeah.
Ish. Disappointing. Looking sad.
Yeah, no words. No words. But when it comes to Alonso,
Marcus Alonso, number 6.
this guy has been terrible. He's been
Yeah,
terrible.
he's been terrible.
Yeah.
He should maybe even be higher up the list. Number 6 is being too kind to him.
It's because the thing is, he had a good start to the season.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like when Chelsea went, was it 12 games unbeaten in the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Then he was doing well with 5 assists and 1 goal in those games, but since then, nothing. And
Yeah.
horrible.
It's been like 15 game weeks at least.
Yeah, man, and I don't understand,
18.
man. Like,
Of him underperforming. Some of them he was just, okay.
and the thing is, fine. We can understand if you're not defending but doing well in attack.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
other than that, he wasn't also doing well in attack. You know, like he wouldn't like link properly with Hazard.
Now he's
He's
just, he's not doing anything.
He's not doing anything. He's just there. And Sarri's like, yeah, you need him because of his physical presence, or they need him because he's tall. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But like, at times if your player is underperforming, bro, like sit him down, talk to him, make sure that you know what, like Look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he was too comfortable in his position.
And also, that kind of play works with a four at the back and the mostly attacking left back like Marcelo. For the past couple of years, he's basically a left mid,
Yeah.
but then he has Sergio Ramos behind him,
Yeah,
whereas Alonso has David Luiz behind him
Jorginho as well. You know?
and Jorginho there. So it's
so
just
it makes that.
Chelsea doesn't have any defensive cover. They
Mhm.
just Rudiger and Aspilicueta are decent.
Yeah.
Decent. Hey, that's
Yo, this guy.
wow.
Wow. But in any case, I feel like he then was too comfortable. And Sarri, knowing him, he doesn't like changing up his systems.
Yeah.
You know, which is not beneficial for the player and for the team.
Yeah.
Because then Emerson would get game time in like the League Cup or whatever, but not in the league. You know, which doesn't make sense because then it's like you're competing for a position. And if there's competition, it only helps the team and the player as well, you know. So
Yeah.
he's underperforming, you know.
But he has been dropped recently, a couple
He only
times.
he was only top for one
One
league
game.
game.
But wasn't it he played? Did he play in Europa League?
Yeah, he played.
Yes, so that means he's likely going to get
That's
dropped.
what you think.
Yeah,
but
but-
he's
Yeah.
played. He's played. What had happened was he has played him in the Europa League game and in the league game, but then he dropped him once only in one league game, and then Emerson played in the FA Cup and Europa League and Carabao Cup. You understand? So it seemed like Alonso's benching, but no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Sarri doesn't like Emerson.
Probably.
Yeah, because with the way Alonso has been performing, it would make more sense to just drop him. But he insists to play him, even after, those reports came out where he
Yeah.
told him to
To go find a job.
Go find a
Yeah.
new job because
Find
he's
a new-
trash at football.
Yeah.
That's a thing that isn't helpful about Sarri. He's just like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Whether it works or not, I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
So that's what hasn't helped him this season. Which here we are again, number 5, Kepa Arrizabalaga.
I feel like number 5 is too kind as well.
Huh.
I feel like should be up there because you can't be the most expensive player in your position and not.
And Ben Foster's had a much better season than him. Fabianski.
And be
Either
average,
those guys would. Most Premier League keepers are better in goal and would be better at Chelsea than he is.
So
Yeah, I have kind words for him this time,
Hmm?
In defense of Kepa, he never claimed to be a world-class goalie. The price tag made it seem like he should be, but it was just, there were no options. There were no options.
there are options, but
There were options, yeah, in Donnarumma and Oblak.
Why would you not get Donnarumma? You could spend about the same amount for Donnarumma and get a much better keeper that's also much younger.
Exactly, that's the problem. He's much younger. So you don't know how he's going to turn out.
Donnarumma.
Yeah, you don't know. Donnarumma's
Yeah,
not
but he's
perfect,
also been
guys.
playing for 4 years.
Yeah, but he's been making mistakes for 4 years as well.
yeah, but
So-
that's fine because then he's still a kid.
Okay,
He's a younger kid. I mean, he's an older
Yeah.
kid in
Yeah.
his department,
mm-hmm.
in the keeper department. He's very young.
Mhm.
But you if you come with that price tag, you're then basic shots
Mm-hmm.
or
Basic things like when there's a high cross coming out and catching the ball. You surely have to be able to catch the ball as a person who gets paid to use your hands.
He's a young man who just made a big move. He's under a lot of pressure, and I think he's not done too badly. He's helped the team. He's pretty good with his feet. So the team, the way you guys move, it's good to watch. It's good to watch. So I think he's going to be better next year.
hopefully with this price tag, I expect you to.
It'd be hard to have a worse season, I'd say, next
Really?
year. Yeah.
It's not that bad. It's not
I have
that
seen
bad.
worse, eh?
Yeah, we've
Karius,
seen worse.
I've seen worse.
Karius
We've
was-
seen worse.
Karius was
but
not
still.
that bad. He just had one very bad game.
Game.
One very bad game.
He made countless
Okay, and
things
then-
that
yes,
he could. There
he
was
might-
countless things that he could have done better and should have done better.
I can't name those countless things.
It's okay. He's not on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's at Besiktas.
Yeah, where he's doing great. Shout out to you, Carius. Shout out to you.
Hey, he never carried your team. I don't know why you named him carry us. Hey.
He carried us to the final.
All he carried was a concussion out of that game. as you say. So the next, Sari at Fulham. Hey,
You know?
how can this man be wanted to be the replacement for Iniesta, and then go to Fulham and get relegated?
Told you it's those ingrowing toenails, whatever. Those toenails are messing everything up, guys.
Yeah, what's up with that? Please explain.
I don't know. I didn't do biology in school, but I'm sure it's a bad thing. I'm sure it's a bad thing when you got ingrowing toenails or something. So,
How though? But like his toenails, it's not like you shoot up all the toenails.
hey, but he plays football.
Okay, but still, he's a professional. He's got them sorted out, I'm sure.
He might have them sorted out now. And also, he's playing in a team that's just underperforming.
Yeah, but
Fulham is
he's
difficult.
part of that. He's in that midfield core there.
Hey, but he's got 4 goal involvements. Not too bad.
Well, the
Not
thing
too
is,
shabby.
he just doesn't look like he can play sometimes.
Yeah, but the whole team doesn't look like he can play sometimes.
Except Mitrovic.
Yeah,
Mitrovic is doing well.
and Vieto sometimes. Vieto, how do
Yeah,
you
but he
pronounce his
doesn't
name?
play, which is
Yeah.
weird.
In that squad, there's only like a few people who have Premier League experience. So,
Mhm.
so that's maybe why some of them.
Ah,
So maybe that's why some of them look like they're always performing properly. You know. So I think others who don't have experience like him,
Yeah.
just found it difficult to adapt in the Premier League. And what it made it difficult as well is just that the squad, a lot of new players
Mhm.
at the one go
Yeah.
didn't help as well,
yeah.
But as him, sometimes, it also just looks like he can't play football, which doesn't help
Yeah.
the fact that people are like, big clubs want you. So sometimes you question, like, this guy,
This guy.
this guy,
Yeah.
doesn't look like he would fit in, for example, at Barcelona or
No,
whatever,
no.
Yeah. I don't know how.
At times, yeah.
Thing is, you could. I don't know how you. That's what's weird. Going from. Because he did look like he could play at Barcelona before. But now I just think he lost his chance to ever get a big move like that.
Yeah.
'Cause he's
Who
No,
knows?
no, no.
He might,
He might still
he might
get a big
still
move.
Yeah.
a big move like a Barcelona big move.
He could get a big
Or like
move.
Leicester City big move.
No, he could get a Liverpool big move. I'm not saying Liverpool gonna come in for him, but we have a tendency to look at the decent players
Yeah.
from sides that get relegated
Yeah.
and get a bargain. So I think someone could come in for him, just not a Barcelona.
PSG maybe,
Yeah, a PSG.
Yeah.
Hang out with Choupo-Moting.
Yeah, boy. Okay. Maybe kids will.
And possibly, what's his name at Everton? Gay.
Yes,
Yeah,
Will
boy.
join those
basically.
guys.
Yeah, boy. Gay.
I'm keeping this in now. I'm definitely keeping this in. I'm not editing this out.
No,
This is in the video for sure.
Okay, next.
I'll see you there, Mtama. Hi. Number 3, Naby Keita.
Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
I'm not going to disagree, but I'm kind of going to disagree
So you're gonna disagree?
a little bit. Okay, the only reason he should be here is because people were like hyping him up so much, talking about how he's going to be the player of the year, and in the end, he's just being decent. He's not being terrible.
Yeah, which is why he's not
Yeah.
number 1, because he does look, when he gets on the pitch, he sometimes looks good.
Yeah. So,
But I think his expectations out of this whole list were by far the highest.
mhm.
'Cause you
Especially,
paid a lot for him.
especially the fact that like they gave him the number 8. It was like
Sure.
in the Bundesliga top 10 players for 2 seasons,
Yeah, he was
and then
player of the season 1 season, and then in the
team
team of the season the next
Yeah.
season.
So,
So
like, the player with so much accomplishments or hype as well, it's like, okay, we've seen what you're capable of. And the
Mm,
Bundesliga, it's not like it's a league where
and he was doing it
it's
at
not,
RB Leipzig,
yeah, and
not
it's
at
not
Bayern.
like it's not
Yeah.
like it's a league where it's not competitive. It is competitive, so
mm-hmm.
you should adapt easier, at least in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And he's not even like getting a lot of starts, so it's
Yeah.
like don't make the sense.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
also usually what they've said with club signings
Mm-hmm.
is they usually take a couple months to settle in.
Mm-hmm.
So we gave him those couple months, but he still hasn't looked like he's been through those yet. He still can't get into the side. Henderson's still playing over him, so it's still he's just not there.
Yeah.
So he won't have helped them to the title if they win, really.
Unless he starts playing.
Unless he
Yeah.
gets going now and boosts them back to go above City again.
But no, the Ox is coming.
Oh,
Hey,
the
he's
Ox,
coming.
that man.
But he came
Kate-
off early
Keita can-
yesterday in the 41st minute, so he might not be coming just yet. So, Naby Keita, you still have a chance, but I think also because he has to play a new position this year. He's playing on the left now, while previously he would play through the middle. It's almost like the N'Golo Kante situation at Chelsea. So,
But I still think he has the same responsibility in the team, just from a different area.
yeah, but taking up those wider positions, it takes some time. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to to defend my guy, but at the same time, I'm also acknowledging that he hasn't been at his best
Yeah, definitely.
and deserves to be on the list.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, and then the top two, I don't know if this is just because I'm a United fan and I'm the most disappointed and hurt by these guys, but they're the top two. So then let's go for number 2, Fred.
hey, Fred is terrible.
It's terrible, that guy.
He's horrible, and he's had one good game, which was the last game he played against PSG where we came back, but that was just because everyone played well.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to see. Solskjaer said that was his breakthrough game. Let's hope so, but I think it's just going to be more of him looking like a waste of money.
I will not be
Massive.
hoping it's his breakthrough game. By the way, I enjoy seeing him play terribly.
Yeah,
You
as a
know?
Liverpool fan.
Yeah,
But at some point, it just gets sad.
It
bro.
gets sad
Yeah,
at
it
a
gets
certain
sad.
point.
especially when you consider the whole situation with Manchester City being in for him, wanting to make him
Yeah.
different Fernandinho replacement,
Yeah.
and now McTominay is far better.
Yeah. Like, he is barely able to get into the subs bench. Barely. And it's shocking. He doesn't even have that nice Brazilian flair. Like, Pereira, who also hasn't been great
Mm-hmm.
because he makes a lot of mistakes, he at least looks nice when he plays.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some skills sometimes, some good passes, great
Mhm.
goal against Southampton, so he still has some good things, but Fred's just like,
And at that price
Ah.
tag, you
yeah, for some, that's just bad.
United were robbed. I hope he
They
comes
weren't
back.
robbed. They just wanted to spite
Yeah,
Yeah.
City.
both times the top two.
Yeah,
Manchester United trying to spite Manchester City, and this is how it turned out.
not well.
A lesson for all of you. Yo.
Yes, listen. uh,
Okay, the number 1, Sanchez.
Mm.
the only thing he played at Old Trafford was the piano.
That's yeah.
was the piano. The only thing he played well.
Yeah.
That
Just
was
the
his best
piano.
performance at
His
Old Trafford.
best performance at Old Trafford, boy. As
Hey.
here. Ay, 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 zing, zing. Zing, zing. Him and Fred the Red.
Hey.
Look, this man, bruh. Fire this man, bruh. Like, release him. Free agent. Get a youth kid to play in his position, bruh. Because, like, the things that he does, dog, like, he doesn't dribble past players. He can't complete passes. He's slow.
Yeah, what?
I don't
How is he
what-
all of a sudden from a new signing becomes slow?
Mm-hmm.
So with that paycheck that he receives, Yeah.
It's
You can't.
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Like you can't say, look, maybe you did a few good things. No, bruh. No,
Mm-mm.
no.
And you know the
I feel
worst
like
thing
yeah.
is he's underperforming as an individual, and then he gets into Pogba's space. So Pogba's also underperforming when he's on the field.
When he's on the field sometimes
So
because he comes.
yeah, so
Yeah.
he's hurting everybody.
You see.
Aish.
I just every time he plays, it frustrates me because he was ridiculously good at Arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
and he still tries to do the things as if he's ridiculously good. So he still tries and dribbles players, can't get past anyone. Still tries and does nice passes and nice chips into the box for an assist. Can't do that at all. And what makes how is he slow? It doesn't make sense how he's gone from blazing pass players at Arsenal to like Juan Mata pace. When did that happen? How? All the money is just in his pockets weighing him down, and I don't like it. He's just terrible.
So yeah, dude, Alexis Sanchez, like, shouldn't be in the team.
Okay,
But
so it's
he's
not
the
just
number
me
one
that
flag.
these guys are number 1 and 2. It's everyone.
Mm-hmm. Alexis Sanchez deserves the top spot.
Yeah.
Everybody else we could debate, but Alexis Sanchez,
Yeah,
yeah.
very sad, and it hurts my feelings that he still gets to start sometimes. I would rather play Tahith Chong there.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Anyone else?
Mm-hmm.
Start developing someone. This man's old now. Send him back to Udinese. They're the only one of his old clubs that'll take him. Yeah.
But they can't pay that wage, so you know he's going to be around, weighing you guys down. Mm-hmm.
He must go be a backup player at PSG or something.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this week. Thank you guys for watching.
Peace.
Out.